Well, Thursday, December 21st, coming to you from Canada once again, Penticton, British Columbia. I'm going to talk about something today that I often don't do well, and that is listening. Well, James 1:19 tells us this today. So then, my beloved brethren, let every man be swift to hear, slow to speak, slow to wrath. You know, according to a recent survey, 96% of people think they are good listeners. I'm not one of them. But the facts tell another story. Most people retain only about half of what others say. Do you know that? Instead of listening, people are often distracted, thinking about what to say or just not, in the end, paying attention. Research demonstrates how easily we can take listening for granted. People may talk, but how often do we really hear what they are saying? You know, one problem is that many people don't realize the importance of the fact that we need to listen. We are more interested in having others listen to us than in hearing what maybe others are trying to say. We often spend listening time focusing on our own point or our view or our own interests, or, you know, our minds often drift as we're thinking about something else entirely as to what someone's saying. If we want to be better listeners, we need to put distractions aside and focus on the people with whom we are interacting. We need to not just, be talking, but paying attention to what others say. Giving people, our undivided attention is what we need to do. These habits apply to our relationships with God too. Do you know that? How are we walking into this day with God? You know, many people just don't spend time focusing on Him. Their prayer time is filled with their own thoughts, their own concerns, their own wants, and they hardly pause to simply listen to God. If you want to be a better listener in your spiritual life, seek to spend quality time with God today. Eliminate the distractions around you and attentively read His Word. Again, listening to the Word. Thinking about each phrase and be sensitive to what He wants to communicate today. Listening to God instead of telling God. Can you do that today? Have a powerful day today as we walk to the birth of Jesus. Let's listen for the voice of God. I just want to pray that over you today. Father, in your name we do pray that we would listen to you. Listen for your still voice. And God, that we would absorb what you have to say to us today. Help us again to be people not always wanting, and telling, but that we would be people that are willing to listen to the voice of God today. In your name we do pray.